People think the hardest part of a robbery is stealing the money. They're wrong. The hardest part is surviving what comes after. After we walked away with billions, the world believed our story was over. They were wrong again. We disappeared. New countries, new identities, new lives. For the first time in years, we could sleep without listening for sirens. Some of us opened businesses. Some bought houses. Some finally met their families again. For a few months, we weren't criminals. We were just people trying to remember what freedom felt like. But there was one problem. Freedom had a price, and only one man paid it. The professor surrendered, not because he was defeated, but because he knew someone had to stay behind. He gave us a future, while he accepted a prison cell. None of us could enjoy the money, while the man who gave us everything was locked behind concrete and steel. Walking away wasn't an option. Breaking him out became the mission. Rescuing the professor wasn't about loyalty. It was about finishing the story the right way. For months, we studied every guard, every security camera, every shift change, every transport route. Prisons aren't broken from the inside. They're broken long before the first gate opens. Then, fate handed us the perfect opportunity. The government approved a secret transfer. The professor was being moved to a maximum security military prison. To them, it was just another convoy. To us, it was the beginning of the biggest rescue operation Nigeria had ever seen. Ikoyi Correctional Center, one of the most heavily guarded prisons in Nigeria. Built in 1955, its walls have held some of the country's most notorious criminals for decades. Towering concrete barriers, armed patrols, layers of security, every inch designed with one purpose: to make escape impossible. To the world, no one walks out of Ikoyi, but every fortress has a weakness. You just have to find it. It was Tuesday morning. A transfer order had just arrived from Aso Rock. Several high-profile inmates were to be moved to another maximum security prison. The professor's name was on that list. Who authorized the transfer? We did. Most people think prison breaks begin behind prison walls. They don't. The best prison breaks happen long before the prison gates ever open. Every kilometer of the journey had been calculated. Every turn, every checkpoint, every minute. The convoy would leave Ikoyi Correctional Center. Cut through the crowded streets of Lagos and continue north. By exactly 4 p.m., it would reach a lonely stretch of highway in Ogun State. No traffic, no witnesses, no second chances. That's where we'd be waiting, not to stop a prison transfer, but to steal back the man who gave us our freedom. In the middle of nowhere, the convoy arrived, right on schedule. We blocked the road. The convoy came to a halt. The armed escorts reached for their weapons, but the moment they looked up and saw our rifles, fear took over. Everything happened exactly as we had rehearsed. 2 minutes. That's all it took. No panic, no mistakes, no wasted movement. Months of planning, executed to perfection. People say nothing is impossible. They're right, especially when you have 200 billion NAIRA financing every move. Before anyone could call for reinforcements, we were gone, and the professor was free once again. By the time the authorities realized what had happened, we were already gone. The government launched the biggest manhunt in the country's history. Roadblocks, helicopters, border alerts. Every security agency was hunting for us, but they were chasing ghosts. They thought the rescue was the end of our story. They couldn't have been more wrong. Because the greatest heists aren't remembered for how they begin. They're remembered for how they end. And our story was far from over.